Hey guys, Adrian here on the behalf of iTouchApps.net, and today we're taking a look at JEOPARDY Platinum. This is an app by the guys over at Sony Pictures Television that retails for about $2 in the App Store, and it's the new Jeopardy game basically for the iPhone and iPod Touch, and it makes you really feel like you're on actual Jeopardy here. So here on the main menu you see you have a couple options here. You can go to the actual options to select your thing like contestant, so you can change your gender here. You can customize your character just a little bit. You can see here you can adjust things like skin color, hairstyle, so it has some nice customization to it. You can add even a signature here, so you can input your name. So this is really cool. So for example, I can put my name like this, AC. You can just sign it right there, and this actually shows up on the Jeopardy board. So it really does a good job of kind of making you feel personalized in that of the actual contestant here. So I can go back here, I can go through career mode. I can see there, you can see my leaderboards, achievements, and stats. Career mode just essentially shows you all of your, again, your statistics. You have help and you have play. You also have a button called tune in, but this allows you have to use your actual location. So basically that's what that has to deal with. You can also go in the top left to see information about the app, but we can go ahead and just jump right in here. You can play multiplayer and or single player, so that's one thing to keep note of. It actually supports again, multiplayer. I'm gonna go ahead and play an easy here, and this is everything you know about Jeopardy. You can see the graphics aren't too great. I mean, you know, the heads are kind of, you know, not really disconnected from the body, but the game does kind of stick true to the rules, so that's nice. You can see here you have certain categories, and it goes through all of them, and you can actually just skip it here. You can see here you have your categories, you have your thing here. So for example, I can pick horror movies series by character and go for 400 here, and it says Freddy Krueger, and I can respond here. A Nightmare on Elm Street's actually what he was on. So you can see there I got what is a Nightmare on Elm Street. I got that $400. Again, it's my turn. I can go $200 for horror movie again. Michael Myers. I'm gonna respond here, and Halloween. And you can see there you have a time limit. So just like real Jeopardy, you have a time limit going here. I can go again. Jason Voorhees. I can pass, respond. I can wait for the time to run out, and I'll say actually Jason was on Friday the 13th. And you can see here, so I'm stacking up the money there. You can see, and you can pause the game in the top left. That's a nice little addition. So it's not too bad. In the bottom left, you can do a couple of features here. You can just see, you can hide the actual on-screen board, see the scores. You can see your little signature there. And that's about the extent of the game there. I mean, it's just like the actual game. It has over 2,700 clues from the Jeopardy writers, tons of topics. You can have you have like the announcer's voice and all of that. Tons of different categories and stuff to pick from. Now on to the cons. There's a couple things there. You know, sometimes the font's a little bit hard to read, I think, in this game. You can see the graphics aren't too great, and it kind of is hard on the actual categories and stuff like that. I wish it was a little bit bigger. Not only that, it doesn't have current iPhone 5 support. So I'm going to go to the main menu here. You can see that it's still not updated for iPhone 5, which kind of sucks since the iPhone 5 has been out for quite a while. It has a lot of in-app purchases to get extra things like avatar packs and all this other stuff. It's not too much of a hassle. It doesn't really promote that, but again, there's some in-app purchases if you want to get some extra stuff there. Overall, if you're a fan of Jeopardy, I think you'll still enjoy the questions that they do have. If you're a fan of these, you know, pop culture series, and you know you like these trivia games, well, of course, you know, you're gonna get tons of knowledge here. You're gonna get tons of questions to be asked and all that, and it's in a fun little style with personalization added to it. So if you're a fan of Jeopardy, it's not, you know, it's not too bad dropping it down to $2 to check it out. Otherwise, I think that there's more updated versions out there. There's better trivia games out there at this price point. Thanks a lot for watching.